Hello my lovelies, I hope you're doing well, and I'm back once again with yet another reading. And in this video I would be connecting to the general energies of Gia. So we would be checking how exactly is Gia feeling, what are her general energies, overall how is she feeling. This is not towards a particular person, okay, but this is just to check how she is feeling, how she is doing, okay. And then I will take some very important warning messages. So according to her current energies, what are the warning messages for Gia? What does she need to look out for? What are the risks involved? And so we would be looking into that, where she needs to be careful, and I would be taking warning messages. So let's get started. All right, so first of all, let's check how exactly is Gia feeling. So what are her general energies? How exactly is she feeling? So all right, so how is Gia feeling? What are her general energies? All right. Okay, so what's interesting is that right now in Gia's energies, okay, she seems to be affected by a past. Now, this could be a past relationship because I'm getting indications of love here, okay? This is not linked to her family issues or anything like that. So this is linked to her personal life. This is linked to her love life. So maybe it could be it could be a past relationship, okay? Something which didn't really work out in the past. So she's somehow in the zone where she's thinking about that. Possibly she was missing maybe someone from her past. So it's sort of like she feels that she has had a bad experience in the past, and now that has made her extra cautious and alert when it comes to love and relationships, okay? So she has trust issues now. She feels she cannot trust people, okay? So she has a very difficult time sort of trusting men, and she needs to be really sure, and she's reflecting and thinking about her past relationship. So yes, and a part of her wants to leave her past behind, and I feel there's some sort of guilt also. I mean, somewhere she feels that maybe because of her past experiences, and maybe even when it comes to her equation with her dad, or maybe what she's seen happening in her life. So maybe she unintentionally ends up sort of mishandling certain situations, or certain options in front of her. I'm talking about, maybe men taking interest in her. Maybe she sort of mishandles things because she needs a certain level of reassurance and stability, so maybe she overdoes things, so that's how she's feeling currently. So there's a certain guilt associated with that, okay? So now there's a certain situation or person she's completely thinking of letting go of. She's like had it, she's done with the situation, or maybe a person even. So she just completely wants to let go. All right, she also wants to let go of the past. All right, because the past makes anything which makes her feel negative, restless, confused, depressed. She just wants to let go of that, okay? So she feels it's not worth it. She just wants to focus on positive transformation, positive changes, okay? She's being divinely guided right now. She's feeling mentally drained out. On an emotional level, she just wants to let go of negativity and a situation which isn't serving her well, okay? All right, so now let's take a few messages for her. Let's see, what are the warning messages for her? So what does Gia need to be careful of? Okay, oh wow. All right, wow. So let's see, what are the warning messages for Gia? Okay. Okay, so what are the warning messages for Gia? Okay. All right. All right. Okay, so let's see, what are the warning messages for Gia? Okay, so what are the things she needs to be very careful of? So, rejected. Now, there's a possibility that maybe she feels rejected by someone, okay, or maybe she has rejected someone. So I feel rejection is there in her energies, okay, or maybe there could be a certain situation where in the future she would feel a bit let down, or rejected in a certain situation. All right, and now there could be someone talking shit about her. Now, what I'm feeling right now is that Gia is very emotionally vulnerable right now, okay? She's very sensitive as a person. Yes, I've said this in the past, but I feel that she's very emotionally vulnerable right now. So now there could be someone that will try to trigger those, sentiments, in a negative manner, because she's so emotional, sensitive. So someone might try to trigger her, or like pinch her even more. Someone might be talking shit about her, okay? Someone might, there could be someone saying nasty things about Gia, which will really stir her up, okay? Or someone might try to make her feel that she doesn't really matter, okay? She doesn't matter, she doesn't exist, she isn't worth anything, okay? So, all right. So what's important for her is that she needs to dust it off, all right? She needs to just let go of certain negative people, negative situations. I feel somewhere she's trying to do that. She's trying to disconnect, okay, with certain things which are affecting her. Now, maybe that could mean disconnecting with maybe people that bring her down, as I just mentioned. That could be disconnecting from social media as well, okay? Whatever makes her feel worse. So, I mean, that's what she's trying to do. I already mentioned that. Okay, now drama starter. Now, okay, so this is very interesting. So, I mean, if you see the other readings of the Big Boss OTT contestants, right, that I've done. So, I mean, for their warning messages, they haven't got such warning messages. It's very different for everyone, okay? So now for Gia, I feel the threat here is on an emotional level, okay? Someone might try to make her feel worse, might try to trigger her, someone might try to create some sort of drama with her, okay, because they know she reacts in a certain manner. She gives like strong reactions. I feel someone might try to make her react in such a manner where she maybe makes a fool out of herself, So yes, so that's why it's very important for her to dust it off, okay? So someone will try to make her feel worse, and someone has been really talking behind her back, okay? Someone has been talking shit about her, or there could be certain number of people talking shit about her. Maybe people have been targeting her, okay? And that might get worse with time. So, and now because she's more sensitive, more emotional, she could be feeling a bit isolated. So she's going through a time period where there could be a risk for her where she might fall prey to like a divination abuser, in the sense that, maybe it could be someone, a spiritual person, or maybe a fortune teller, or someone who might try to mess with her mind, So if she eventually gets inclined towards these things, or maybe let's say if she ends up asking for a tarot reading in regards to love or marriage, if she is into that, I'm not sure if she is, but if she's into that, or maybe she can easily slip into that zone where she starts depending on someone, or like a fortune teller, or someone who might sort of try to because I feel she's in a zone where she needs someone emotionally, okay? She is seeking that clarity, and so there could be someone, there's a risk for her where someone can try to take advantage of her emotionally, or someone can try to maybe rip her off, or maybe sort of tell false things to her, things which will further mess with her mind. I feel for Gia, it's very important that she disconnects from, I'm glad that she's actually doing that. I mean, there is a certain level of awareness, okay? Things which are making her feel worse, So she is trying to disconnect her from that. But during that period, there's a risk for her to fall into a wrong situation, okay? She needs to keep herself busy. She needs to surround herself with people. And I feel maybe for Gia, on an emotional level, so I don't know, I just feel that maybe therapy could be very good for her as well, okay? Therapy, because of whatever she's been through, I feel there's like heavy energy linked to her childhood, linked to her past, So she definitely maybe should look into therapy sessions, you know, where she can sort of share her emotions, her feelings, you know, someone who's like there for her, you know, on a professional level, you know. So yes, and she needs to stay away from like negativity, toxic people. If social media is making her feel worse, so she should maybe stay away from that, you know. And because they, in like, I feel that maybe in the near future or with time there could be people trying to make things worse for her, you know, trying to attack her even more, trying to maybe bring her to that state where she like says something ridiculous, or maybe she makes a fool out of herself and then she regrets it later on. Okay, I mean, that will affect her mental peace, like drama starter. So there's a warning for her. Okay, there could be someone trying to like cause drama in her life, you know, so she needs to be careful. Okay, so now let's take a guidance message for Gia. Okay, so now this could be linked to her career or love life, so one of the two. Let's see, what guidance does the universe have for Gia? All right. Okay, small steps. So the small wins, the small triumphs, okay, the everyday victories, celebrate them. They will take you there. Okay, so this is like a general message linked to your life, not necessarily linked to a career or love in particular, but just life on the whole. So what is the universe trying to say to Gia? The universe is trying to say that take baby steps, okay, because possibly she goes into a zone where she feels overwhelmed and she can't handle it, so she just needs to take small steps. Okay, celebrate small victories, okay, and small obstacles which she's managed to overcome. All right, the everyday victories, whatever she's tackling on a day-to-day basis, so she needs to give herself a pat on the back. Okay, celebrate them, so she will eventually reach the destination which is meant for her. Okay, so she needs to stop being so hard on herself. All right, so all right, I'm going to take a few messages from here as well before I wrap up the reading. So okay, so those of you that haven't subscribed to my channel, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. It is very important, so please do subscribe, because there are a lot of people that watch my videos on a regular basis but still haven't subscribed. So don't do that, please do subscribe. Okay, so let's see, what are the messages for Gia? So what are the messages for Gia? Let's see. Okay. Okay, gonna take a few from here as well. So all right, so what are the guidance messages for Gia? So warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. So there could be a problem for her, okay? So, and I feel this problem could be linked where someone might try to create some drama with her, okay? Someone who might make her feel worthless or that she isn't worth anything. So she might feel bad about herself, you know, because of that. Someone could be talking shit about her, okay? But she just needs to dust it off, okay? So there could be an upcoming problem or issue, okay? So she needs to be careful with how she manages things, okay? Because you see, the thing is, there are forces working against her, people that maybe don't, certain I feel a certain group of people maybe that don't like her, forces that are working against her, people that want her to sort of act up, as I've just mentioned. Okay, so so yes, and somewhere definitely she has she could be going through periods of fear, worries, you know, tense situations, you know, because, and a certain level of paranoia. So I did say that emotionally she's very vulnerable right now. Okay, so so yes, now dealings or relationship with a man with the dark complexion or someone with dark hair, okay, and dealings in relationship with a woman. So there could be a guy and a girl, and I feel these two people could be friends of hers as well, okay, or maybe they could be two people that maybe she's working with or interacting with currently, you know. So yes, I mean, it's time for her to maybe go out and sort of have some fun as well. Okay, she needs to sort of loosen up and spend some light-hearted time as well. She should go out, or maybe she could be going out with maybe a guy and a girl. So, or maybe she could be bonding with these people. Maybe these could be like friends of hers, which she's sort of having a heart-to-heart conversation with. I'm picking up on one male and maybe one female. Okay. So now it's very important for Gia to keep her life in balance. Balance is very important for her. So she definitely does need to sort of go out, have fun, socialize as well. But if she's feeling exhausted, so she needs to maintain a balance. She needs to focus on her mental health. She needs to meditate. She needs to rest up. She needs to feel mentally and physically healthy as well. There's definitely some sort of disappointment, in a certain situation or a person, which is why I mentioned she wants to let go of something, okay, or a person or a situation, because a certain wish of hers has not been granted, and maybe in the future something would not be granted. Okay, so it's best for her to let go of a certain situation, or now in terms of money, so definitely financial abundance for her. This is an important time for Gia when it comes to her career, so she would see financial abundance and money coming her way. All right, and now something important now, there could be another project lined up for her, good offer coming her way, a big offer involving more amount of money as well. So I feel that career wise, so things are picking up. She knows what she wants to do. She's focused. She's not confused when it comes to her career. She might be choosy or picky, but she knows what she wants to do. And I did mention it previously. I don't get the energy that she wants to focus on music videos or songs, nothing like that. So I've mentioned that in the previous readings as well. Now, she could be waiting for some sort of news, okay, or some sort of update in a certain matter. Now, eventually this would be a time period of increase in material wealth and spiritual growth, both for Gia. So one thing's for sure, there would be an increase in her financial resources and also spiritual growth, because this is an important time period for her. It's just that she needs to be very careful who she's spending her time with, who she's hanging out with, who she's trusting, because she's going through a phase where either someone can make or break her, if that makes sense to you. So yes, all right guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do let me know, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will be back once again. Till then, take good care of yourself. Ciao.